Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Taurus, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. So, Taurus, I'm just getting over a little bit of a cold, so my voice is a little hoarse, and I'm already soft-spoken, so I apologize for the raspiness. It's much better than with the Capricorn reading, although I almost feel as though there were some rough messages in that reading, and so it was affecting my voice. Instead of doing a mini meditation in the traditional sense, I have this jar of charms, and I wanted to do, or Spirit rather told me to do some charm casting for you. So some of the charms, I didn't show Capricorn theirs, but some of the charms that came up for you. This one, a little paw here, little paw. So you got 10, but I'm going to read out the interpretation from the charm casting and then hold it up so you can take a screen cap if you wish. Passed away loved ones, the Star card or wish fulfillment, Emperor energy, boss entrepreneur, the Death card, rebirth, Sun energy. You got a lot of tarot symbols. I know there's all sorts of stuff in this, so it was very significant. Also because they're all major arcana. Sun energy representing abundance, animals, pets, or familiars. I was recently thinking about this a lot. I have 3 cats, and one of my cats, I'm close with all my cats to a certain extent, but there's one that kind of just sticks to me like glue. And it really just dawned on me that he is probably a spirit guide here to help me absorb a lot of energy. And so that really came through for you today, that even if you don't have a pet, that animals may be attracted to you and trying to assist you. Sweet rewards, or bee vibration. You got a bee symbol. Bee vibration, you know, the vibration of bee buzzing is very therapeutic. It's very medicinal. Not just the honey itself, but the vibration of the bees. Sometimes there's videos on YouTube that are all bee vibration. Sometimes I listen to them. You never know. You never know. The Akashic Records, which also came out in the Capricorn reading. So if you have Capricorn placements, I would suggest watching that. The Akashic Records are just a kind of a storehouse in the great beyond, where every possibility of past, present, and future exists. Highlighting a situation, there's something that is being highlighted for you at this time. And fae or fairy magic. So just take a screen cap and let me know if any of this is resonant for you in the comments. I would love to hear about it. So, Taurus, for your reading today, I'm taking 1 card from the Shaman's Dream Oracle for the overall energy, and your tarot reading from the Light Seers Tarot. So cards have been pre-shuffled. Angels, spirits, guides, what messages do you have for Taurus, please? Taurus. You got two sorry, you got 3 cards. I'm going to take them all. I don't want to take them all, but I'm being told to take them all. Dances on one foot, balancing act number 9. The number 9 is the Hermit card in the Major Arcana. Kind of represented by this beautiful butterfly slash mothy energy. Balancing act could be juggling a lot of things right now. I just saw the 2 of Pentacles in my mind's eye. And you could be balancing so many things that you just need a break. And so you might be hermiting yourself away, although I don't feel like it's for a long time. I feel like you're just going to, you know, maybe take a few weekends off from socializing to kind of just get your bearings. The number 15, Dust Devil, moving out of stagnation. Of course, the 15 represents the Devil card in the Major Arcana of the Tarot. Moving out of stagnation. It's interesting. I'm just looking down at your list here. There's something, I talked about this in an earlier reading, the idea of a dust devil, or kind of wind spouts that just appear. It's almost like they come out of nowhere. They've like you feel like it's blindsiding you. You feel like it is. But I almost want to say, if you had, I'm going to say this very lovingly as I can possibly say it, if you had paid more attention, you would have seen, you knew there were red flags. There's some situation here where, I mean, Spirit is saying the red flags were very obvious, but you chose to kind of push it to the side, and it's kind of rearing its ugly head. But the third card that you got is number 43, which is a 7, which is the Chariot card in the Major Arcana, representing forward movement and victory, overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. It's interesting though. Overflow isn't always a good thing, especially if we're talking about a flood. So to this, it kind of reminds me of like a Atlantis type situation. You could resonate with the people or the story of Atlantis. Lost civilizations, I was gonna say, but then I was gonna say lost knowledge, which could have to do with the Akashic records. Perhaps you've been meditating or dreaming about past lives. There could be some downloads that are trying to come through for you. They could be overwhelming you at this time. Take it as it resonates. It's a lot of overall energies to get, but I feel like there's something that, you know, this balancing act came out first. There's something here that you have to negotiate very, very carefully, because it could mean the difference between plenty and too much. So 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards for clarifier, past, present, future, and advice from Spirit. Yeah, for Taurus, please, Spirit. 4 more. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Beautiful. Well, difficult, but beautiful. In the past energy, the World card, Major Arcana number 21, representing chapters coming to a close and new chapters beginning, clarified by the Empress card. This represents Taurus in the Major Arcana, so you showed up in your own reading. Taurus is represented in the Empress. It's Taurus Libra. Taurus is also represented in the Hierophant. You don't have the Hierophant here, and I don't feel the Hierophant. I just wanted to mention it. You showed up in your own reading. That's very relevant, though. The Empress is the power of all four queens. Thank you, Spirit. I'm just gonna wait, because there's a lot to it, and it's not just a message from Spirit or confirmation. There's like an insistence on recognizing what you have overcome. Like, this could have been a really hard slog for you, a long period of time that you were working through some growing pains in your life, and you finally come to this place of acceptance of your worth and who you are, what you represent, what you stand for, because there's fertility here, creativity, love, abundance, and there's like an open heart chakra, an open solar plexus. In the past, I feel as though there's a beautiful sense of self, that you are coming into your own. And that may sound silly, because it's almost like I heard somebody that's kind of like in my age range, right? In like mid 40s to upper 40s at this point, saying, you know, finding yourself at 45 or whatever age you are. It's like, yes, it's not silly. Especially if this was part of, you know, everyone was talking about how Pluto is entering into Aquarius, etc., etc. 20-year cycles. 20 years. If I asked you, and I guess Spirit is asking you, to look back, maybe not 20 years, look back on the last 10 years of your life. You are not the same person. You are the same person in your heart, but in your selfhood, so much experience has come to pass. I feel like some of it was very divinely guided. I see these kind of geometric shapes here that reference sacred geometry. There's like a wisdom. Could be finally getting to this place of acceptance in who you are, and that person is beautiful and worthy. I'm going to pull a clarifier on the World card for the past energy. What was closed out, Spirit? What did Taurus close out? Queen of Pentacles. This could be a situation with an older female, a mother or an aunt or a boss, or I don't read this as your energy, even though it very much references Taurus, but I don't read this as your energy. This is somebody else that you may have had, a grandmother, somebody that is almost like, were you living in the shadow? Were you living were you placing yourself in the shadow of this person, or were they placing you in their shadow? And it's finally like a breaking free from that energy. It's curious. You know, and I see this person as their eyes closed. This may just resonate for one Taurus out there, but it's almost like with those eyes closed, I see this person in your life like not acknowledging your accomplishments, not acknowledging that you're moving on, not accepting that you've outgrown a story that you were taught to believe, maybe by them. Moving out of stagnation. In the present energy, well, we've moved out of stagnation, and now we're trying to make some judgment calls, some decisions about what our life's path is. Again, going back to the Akashic Records, if you've ever had your Akashic Records read, it basically can talk to you about your past lives and potential outcomes based on those past lives and how they influence you in the here and now. You know, so like, this is very, very superficial example, but like if you had, 10 past lives, and in every single one of those past lives, you exhibited some kind of spiritual or magical or witchy abilities, then it's kind of something that cosmically you were meant to embody. You were meant to embody a certain aspect of magic that you would then use on the earthly plane to hopefully help humanity, right? So the Judgment card in the upright talks about looking at the gifts within, right? That's almost like she's seeing, well, look at this, kind of both of these open, chest open, heart chakra energies, but she's almost seeing herself as like a dancer, or, a dancer in some kind of way. This like this bursting out, like this inner drive or inner beauty or inner creativity that has wanted to come out for such a long time. It's been gestating, and it's been wanting to come out for the longest time. It could be very difficult for you to make the decision to follow a dream and then get started on it. Judgment card in the reverse. This is clarified by the Hanged Man. In the upright, this is the Hanged Man. Virgo energy in the major arcana, number 12. And it talks about sacrifice. It talks about going up into the space with spirit where you look for wisdom and guidance in unlikely places, like taking a distanced perspective in order to return to a situation and assess it more completely. So it's like being too close to a situation and recognizing I have to step away and I just have to have time to think about it. I actually know a lot of friends right now, they're going through hanged men kind of situations right now where they just need space. I feel like you just need space. Space to think, space to strategize, space to create. Ace of Cups, yeah. So Ace of Cups in the reverse. So now I see this overwhelm and plenty, this water overflowing from the cup. The aces usually bring new from spirit, new opportunities, new love, new ideas. When the card is in the reverse, it's almost like difficult for you to be in the position to receive. So see here how her arms are kind of outstretched. They're not exactly in a receiving posture, but it's enough of a receiving posture to stick out to me. Both these cards are in reverse. So it's almost like you want to accept a new opportunity from spirit, but you may not know the approach or how to do that, because there could be some of this action happening, right? Some teetering, some balancing, some negotiating happening. Like you don't have a firm footing. You're not as grounded as you would like to be. And for a Taurus, that can be disconcerting, you know, because you are an earth sign. It's very important that you ground, that you connect with Mother Earth, that you connect with nature, with animals. So in the future potential, Page of Swords. It's funny because when I got the charm from the bowl and I came up with the Akashic Records, the charm that came out was actually exactly this. A book, open, lying flat. In your future energy, you're going to be very curious about something. And what does that have to do with? Something from your recent past, I want to say. Three of Swords in the reverse. Three of Swords is the heartbreak card. You can tell by this picture. Capricorn got this too. You can tell by this picture that it's harrowing. There's darkness, there's confusion, sadness. You got this card in the reverse. I don't generally like to see the card in reverse because it means that you're still in it. You're still dealing with it. You're still stuck, because when the card is in the upright, then we're moving past the 3 and onto the 4. There's something that is keeping you from taking your Ace of Cups. It's almost like Spirit wants to give you back your heart, healed and renewed, but they can't right now because you're still dealing with the past. But I see you taking steps, right? Taking steps gingerly, tentatively, to heal yourself. And actually, this actually came up as therapy. Therapy. So some of you might be seeking counseling, professional counseling, life coaching. You could be going to a spiritual guide, with your religious organization. You could be looking to great texts and books for wisdom and how to heal. I'm going to ask for a clarifier. What is this Three of Swords, Spirit? What does it have to do with? Page of Pentacles in the reverse. An opportunity that was once within your grasp that you couldn't take, that you missed out on. The timing wasn't right. The opportunity went to somebody else. But you know what they say, what is meant for you will not pass you by. It doesn't help with the disappointment though, does it? We can say that to ourselves. What is meant for me will not pass me by. But when something that you want, maybe not what you need, but when something that you want passes you by, it hurts. So I don't know if this had to do with relationship, or like a romantic relationship, or, you know, maybe it had to do with the relationship with this person. There could have been an opening to make amends, and it just kind of, we're having to free ourselves from it, but it hurts. Seeking guidance. You're going to be seeking guidance. What is advice from Spirit? The Temperance card in the reverse. This is Sagittarius energy. Advice from Spirit is to exhibit some patience, because you could be very impatient right now. There's so many, Spirit is saying that it's like there's so many aspects that you can't see that we can see. This is what they're saying. Right? Having to do with your Nine of Cups, your abundance, your wish fulfillment. Right, see here, I saw wish fulfillment when I saw the star in your charms. Wish fulfillment right there. Spirit is wanting to bring those to you, but it's like they're cooking. Like, there has to be, it's the difference between, you know, tossing something in a pan for 5 minutes and slow roasting something overnight. Both meals provide sustenance, but the one that cooks overnight, it just seeps up all the flavor. It has depth, value in its complexity. So Spirit is saying, be patient, that good things are coming, that you have been closing out cycles, that you have been gaining your confidence and your sense of self. You're taking time out right now to put everything together. I don't know what it is though. This is the takeaway card for me. I want to say to you, with whatever situation this is, and I know that a situation came to your mind when I started this reading, just stick with that. Whatever it was that popped up in your mind, that's the thing. Whatever the situation is, Spirit is saying, prepare for every eventuality. In other words, have a plan B. Have a plan B. It's not that Spirit isn't trying to bring you what it is that you wish, but how it appears may look different. So have a plan B. That's I'm going to leave it at that. So Taurus, that's your reading. If it resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Taurus.